I was hearing your interview driving here. Recently, you did one, and it was something like schools don't teach certain things. You were talking about that. Share that. Like, why school doesn't? Why do you think that is?
I mean, the whole system's completely screwed up. School teaches us how to be good workers,
Yes.
right? Like Rockefeller, who created the educational system, he said, "I want a nation of workers, not thinkers."
Yeah.
And if you compare a school, a high school, to a jail, like a prison, there's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah.
The bells, the little tight, seats in the cell, and lunchtime, recess, go to the playground, go to the yard. There's a lot of big comparisons there, right? So we're programming kids to do exactly what it is they're told. So then when they go through kindergarten to senior year of high school, that's 12 years. Then they go to college for 4 years, same damn thing. So that's 16 years of programming. So then when that guy or girl graduates college at 21, 22, they're ready for the workforce. So they're already conditioned to be told when to show up to work, when to eat lunch, when to go home, when to pee, when you can take your own family on vacation. And people don't think anything of it. We just accept it as normal. Well, why do you go to work? Everybody goes to work. Why do you have a job? Everybody has a job. No, they don't. Actually, no. Because the 4% of the world that are financially independent, and then the 1% that are wealthy, they own their own business, they're investors, and they create their own economy. So it's set up to fail. That's my answer. The whole system is set up to keep us broken, unhealthy. Before my grandfather passed away, he was taking 18 pills a day. You got big pharma, you got the school system, together. And let's turn everybody into a worker ant or a worker bee in our big plantation here. That's what I think.
I agree with you. It's to control us, right? School lunch, man. I mean, looking back, I'm from Brooklyn, New York, and nothing was healthy there, right? The stuff they promote us to eat. How were you as a student?
See that one more time?
How were you as a student? Were you a straight A student, high school, junior high?
I went to Bexley High School.
Okay.
I think we were we were like a top 100 public school in the country.
Okay.
And I went to a good school. Like I had a lot, some of my teachers were really, really good. Some of them were, trash, but I definitely learned some stuff, growing up in that school system. I made the honor roll several times. My mom said, you don't need to make the distinguished honor roll at 3.75, but the least you can do is get a 3.0.
Sure.
So most semesters I was getting a 3.0, which is, a B average.
Sure. And
I graduated high school with a 3.017. So I literally made my mom happy by 0.017. So in school, I did enough to get by. I did enough to pass my classes. My SAT score was a 1490. That wasn't very good. I had a guidance counselor tell me I'm probably going to go into a field or a profession where I'm going to be making money with my hands because I just wasn't, smart enough.
Oh,
right?
Wow.
And then I went to Arizona State. So I applied to Indiana. They told me no. Ohio State told me no. Oklahoma put me on the wait list, and then they told me no. And then I applied to Arizona State, and they let me in. And even there, freshman year, I'm in, the business school, trying to qualify to get into the business school. And I remember Dr. Filer was his name. And he calls me at the end of the class, and he's like, you had a 63% on your macroeconomics
Don't work out.
term paper. And he, I highly advise you to drop out of business because he said, if you can't understand basic economic fundamentals, you'll never make money in the business world. So school was kind of I don't want to say a love-hate relationship. I mean, I did it because I wanted to do it. My mom has a master's degree from Pepperdine, and my dad dropped out of Oklahoma University and became a millionaire. So I had conflicting
Belief system
things here, but my dad's like, make your mom happy, just graduate, but build your business, be an entrepreneur, go out there and make it happen.
So what did your mom want you to do in high school, moving forward? Doctor, lawyer, what was her
No,
aspiration?
they never pushed me on those things.
Okay.
I was an athlete growing up, so that was cool.
Okay.
It was football, 4 years, started 2 years, captain senior year. I was big into tennis. That was super fun. No, they never really pushed me on different professions because here's the deal. When I was young, I got a hold of I got a hold of Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. And then I found my parents' Tony Robbins audio tapes. in the basement in Columbus, Ohio. I think it was called Personal Power. It was like literally cassette tapes.
Back in the day.
So I was playing these things. So, and it's funny now because I'm like, people say, oh, motivational. So I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm an educator and a researcher, right? But I speak. But I was listening to Tony Robbins and Zig Ziglar, no Bob Proctor yet, but I was exposed to personal development at a young age. And I knew sitting in classroom growing up, I remember listening to these teachers talk about these ideas. And I just said, this is bullshit. Like, go get a job and, 30, 40 grand a year. And I'm sitting there like, dude, I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just not. And then freshman year of college, same BS. Passing around papers of like entry level salaries and the different careers that you can do. And then they wanted us a sophomore year, hey, you're gonna do an internship this summer. And it's gonna be an unpaid intern. Somebody came up with this. Let's take college kids, let's make them our slaves, okay? Let's call it an unpaid internship, and they're gonna work for free. I remember all my friends did it. I said, dude, thank God I found network marketing. I'm like, my internship's gonna be building my business this summer. So when I graduate next year, I don't have to go do this nonsense. So I had a lot of like anger. You could probably sense it to this day. Like I had a lot of anger, frustration back then because I had so many people of authority trying to push belief systems and ideologies on me that I knew that deep down was nonsense. So I was fighting. They were like, go left, and I had to fight to go right. But thank God I had enough fortitude to break out of the matrix, I guess you could call it.